My recipe for success as a management trainee in engineering is three-part. First one, you have to be reliable because the work that you do actually matters and it has a big impact. And the numbers and the answers that you give out towards the business, people actually take that and run with that. That's the first one. The second one is you have to be collaborative. You have to be a good team player, work well with others. There's so many other different aspects of the business that you work with and that you engage with on a daily basis, and you need good relationships with them so that you can actually achieve good outcomes on your projects. And the last one, you need to be adaptable. We work with people at different sites, we work with people at head office. You need to be comfortable in different settings and also under different work conditions. My advice to any aspiring graduates wanting to join RCL Foods is don't hesitate, go for it. From my experience, the experience that I've had over the last 2 years at the company supports you, they give you good opportunities, they give you all of the resources that you need to succeed, and they put you in the right places and in front of the right people to actually achieve that success. So if you can, dream it, you can also achieve it within the context of the company. One of the big projects that I've worked on thus far is a network and transportation optimization project for our Eastern Cape and KZN region. What we had to do there is essentially figure out where is the right place to set up a new warehouse for our logistics division, and then also decide, okay, if we're setting up this new warehouse, which customers will serve from this warehouse, and then how does it affect all of our other existing warehouses in that region, and then control for costs as well and make sure that this new warehouse actually is profitable. The changes we're bringing to the entire network actually result in a cost reduction for the company. Yeah, so it was quite a successful project. The warehouse went live, I think, September last year. So we found the optimal place for it. We allocated the right customers to it and we got the right mix between it and the other warehouses, and it resulted in a cost reduction. In 2020, I started as an industrial engineering management trainee within the Vector Logistics division of RCL Foods. My role was within the supply chain function. 18 months after that, I got promoted to a supply chain analyst, where I'm currently at. Some of the challenges that I faced on my journey as a management trainee, an obvious one that comes to mind is COVID. I started working a month before COVID. I joined the program. So that whole transition from working at the office, learning from other people next to you, to going virtual. We're now learning from people over a screen. You have to look for time in people's diaries. We're managing projects over a screen with people who you haven't established relationships with before. So that was a very big part or big theme in my first 18 months. I essentially had to build relationships and find ways to actually build rapport with the people that I'm working with. One of the things that did help is some of the projects you work on, you actually have to go do work on site. So it helped having that face-to-face contact and working with people close at hand on an ad hoc basis and where needed. Another challenge is also adapting to the responsibility that comes with getting a new role and getting promoted into that role. So that mindset shift of saying okay, I'm here now, these are the types of projects that I'm working on, and the training wheels that used to exist there when I was acting in this role as a junior are gone, and I am now responsible for it, and I'm responsible for all of the work that I'm delivering. All of that responsibility comes to me. So it took quite a bit of work to shift my mindset around to actually see that as a good thing, and you are being given responsibility, you're being put in a good position, and not as a sword that's hanging over my head, and then I should approach every situation being fearful. Some of my career highlights thus far are the numerous successful projects that we've implemented that have resulted in cost reductions for the business. As an engineer, your mind is mostly tuned to design, optimization, and efficiency. So if you get to the end of a project and you've achieved, or you've at least worked on any of those aspects, it's a success, and that brings a lot of joy to me. The more behavior that resonates with me the most is being more curious, because asking questions is the first part of improving anything. We don't just accept things as the way they are. The current status quo might not be the best way of doing things. So you need to ask questions, probe, and find out where there is room for improvement. And if there is room for improvement, then you start that journey to actually implementing that improvement.